Hi, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room tonight. I am doing a surprise stamping with you tonight, something that I hadn't planned until this morning, and I thought, well, why not? Let's just stamp together. It's been a while. I'm not scheduled to be live until Thursday, and then it will be 2 weeks since I was live. So I decided that we're going to do it tonight, and I'm going to introduce you to the lavender suite that we are showcasing for the Spring Creative Escape on the 17th or the 25th of February. And we'll see if anybody joins me. If not, I'll be stamping by myself. Hi. So, how was your Christmas? How was New Year's? We had a lovely Christmas, a very noisy New Year, but it was the neighbors that were noisy, not us. We were in bed asleep, and the fireworks started and woke us both up. Hey, Holly. Okay, so I'm going to flip you around, and I'll show you the card I'm making tonight. So I cased this one out of the catalog and did a couple of alterations on it. That's a great place to get inspiration. Now, if you haven't got your January to April mini catalog yet, contact Carla, Shanna, or myself, and we will get one off to you. Is this not amazing? So this one showcases a couple of things from the suite, and I will go through the whole suite with you. There's the poster for the Spring Creative Escape. Registration is open now. The in-person event in Port Alberni is February the 17th. The virtual event for anyone worldwide, whether you're in Canada or outside Canada, you can join us on the 25th. So get a hold of your demonstrator and get registered now. Because if you register before the 15th of January, you get 3 bonus video tutorials. Oh, thank you. Who is that? Oh, hello, Norma. Yeah, I'm in the Creative Escape group, and it's not showing me names. So if I just call you Facebook user, that's why. So it includes a whole bunch of stuff in your goodie bag, as well as kits for 6 cards. And there's going to be draws, gifts, lunch, snacks, refreshments. And if you don't already have the Painted Lavender bundle or the Perennial Postage bundle, you can add them on for special prices and qualify for a celebration item on top of that. And I can't show you the catalog because inside of the catalog because it's a secret for 2 more days. Hi, Janet. Hey, I can see Janet's name. Okay, so the paper. This is the Painted Lavender designer paper. That's 12 by 12. There is 6 different double-sided sheets, and of course you get 2 of each one. And in your goodie bag, you're going to get one 12 by 12 sheet of all of this. Now, if you want this mailed to you, you have the option of having it cut down to 6 by 12 to save on shipping, or everything will be piled in the flat rate box, and they're around $20. Hi, Pat. Okay, so here's one side of the paper. Look at this. Look at these amazing patterns on this paper. All my favorite colors. And I'll just fan this out again, and then I'll flip it over and I'll show you the other side, because the other side is just as pretty as this side. So there we go. There's the other side of the papers. Aren't they gorgeous? Look at this. Is the one I'm using tonight. Does not have to be a scrapbook page, as I am going to show you tonight. There you go. Now, most of these papers we will be using in the cards for the Creative Escape. We made sure between the 3 of us that we didn't use the same sheet on like 2 people, so that we kind of spread it out a bit. Now, there is also in the suite, hello, Facebook user from Texas. That must be Nadine, and hello, Yvonne. Yay. Okay, so there is the Painted Lavender stamp set and the coordinating dies. And there is the Perennial Postage stamp set and coordinating dies. So the Painted Lavender has images and no sentiments. The Perennial Postage has sentiments and no images. Yes, Happy New Year to you too. Oh, it was an awesome New Year, except for our neighbors. Oh man, it was so loud at midnight with fireworks. Hubby and I both woke up. We were both sound asleep. Okay, so that's part of the suite. The other part of the suite is the purple fine shimmer dots, and they are in, oh, I didn't write it down. Let me get the catalog and I'll tell you what colors those are. Of course, I can't show it to you, but I can tell you. They are Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather. So you can't see there's the Berry Burst, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather, all in the package. And you're going to get a full package of these gems in your goodie bags. Then the other part of the suite is the paper butterflies. You get 8 sheets, and each sheet has 5 different sized butterflies on it. Some are facing straight on, some are sideways butterflies. They are white, they're laser cut, and you can color them any color you want, and you can color them with so many different ways. You can also color it, use your blending brushes, color it on a white cardstock with, say, Highland Heather with a tad bit of Gorgeous Grape, and then use the silhouette you created on your white cardstock as the front for a card. So lots of different ways to use these. And you're going to get 1 sheet of the paper butterflies in with your kit. Now, if you want to add on either one of the bundles, I did forget to mention that the Painted Lavender bundle you can add on for $75, and the Perennial Postage bundle you can add on for $80. Now that's a special price, and that's only for Creative Escape attendees. If you don't registered, you're not coming or buying the tutorial, you don't get the special price for either of those bundles. And that way you will qualify for 1 free item in celebration too. Okay, so that's the suite. And now I'm going to get busy and we are going to create this gorgeous card. See, there's the butterfly. I did not color the butterfly, but if you want me to, before we leave, I do have 2 more cards to show you too for inspiration. But if you want me to color one of these butterflies and show you what I mean by using the silhouette that you make on your basic white cardstock, then comment and let me know that you want me to do that, and I will make it happen. All right. So tell me, how was your Christmas? How was your New Year's? Everybody settled back into normal life again? Okay. So I have Gorgeous Grape, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded in half as usual. There's a piece of basic white, 5 1/4 by 4 for the inside, and I'll show you that in one moment. Have a piece of designer paper that is 5 1/4 by 4 for the front. 2 pieces of vellum that are 2 1/4 by 3. And I'm going to show you a cool thing about the Perennial Postage dies, because you can cut 2 things at once. And I might even try to cut the 3rd one at the same time, and we'll see how that goes. So this is Gorgeous Grape. It is also 2 1/4 by 3. And then I have a piece of Highland Heather that is 5 by 1 1/4, and that's going to do the die cuts in the back. This is Pecan Pie Centered Stripe Ribbon. It is new in the mini catalog as well. The the catalog used a different ribbon, but I didn't have that one, which is weird because I usually have most of them. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Nobody said, have your chocolate for the night. There's the sugar-free peanut butter cups for those of you that are like me and need to have sugar-free. These ones are white Hershey Kisses with cookie parts in them. For those of you like me can't have chocolate. And then, of course, there's chocolates. And if you don't want chocolate, then I have some nerds, some big nerds. There's a Santa left and some white eggs, a Hershey Kiss, a Coffee Crisp, Kit Kat, and some paper wrapped nuggets. There you go. Take your pick. Somebody had quiet but good holiday. Who is that? Oh, good, Holly. Hi, Josie. Okay, so let's get busy. And I'm going to do an experiment and see if I can cut 2 layers of vellum and a layer of cardstock with this one die at the same time. Because all of the die cuts are the same size. Now you can see there's vellum in the background, and that's 2 of them put together. And then the purple one is the same size. So we're going to use this die. I love these Perennial Postage dies. And I'm going to experiment, and we're going to see if my machine will cut all 3 at once. So if it doesn't work, we'll know it's not going to work. But you might as well experiment, right? Why not? Okay, get them all lined up here. Make sure I'm getting them all cut out properly. And then I'm going to tilt them a bit so they go in at a jaunty angle. And here we go. Go slow and give it a chance to cut. There we are. Maybe I'll just go back to, might as well. Oh, good Lord, I think it worked. How exciting is that? So I'll put my die away. We have 1 vellum, we have 2 vellums, and we have the cardstock. Woohoo! Cutting 3 pieces at the same time. Yes! Okay, so this one, I am going to die cut with one of the Painted Lavender dies, this one here. And I'm not putting adhesive sheet on this because I don't want them to be flat. I want them to have a bit of lift. So did anybody else have did anybody have exciting things happen at Christmas? We did. We got to spend time on video chat with our northern grandchildren, and it was so much fun. Okay, so now, oh, I didn't show you the inside. I said I was going to, but I didn't. So there's the inside. So that's Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. And this is the stamp from the Painted Lavender. And here's the envelope. Because you know, I never do a naked inside an envelope. So before I get going, I'm going to take these 2 die cuts and I'm going to use my sneaky, deaky, new, amazing glue bottle. I'm thinking it's going to need more glue in here soon. So I got a bunch of these from Amazon. Unexpected sleepover for Christmas night, like a lot. Oh yes. Yeah, we had quite a bit of excitement in our town on Christmas Day. The rain was torrential and it caused a slide in the Cameron Lake area where our fire was last summer, and they closed the road from 4:30 Christmas Day till 3:00 on Boxing Day. So there was a lot of people stuck on both sides of what we call the hump. Somebody had busy Christmas with their granddaughter. Hi, Carmen. Oh, somebody had fun. Okay, so I'm going to, this Can you see the tip on this? Can you see how fine that is? I thought, yeah, right. I do this all the time with Tombow and I don't have a problem, but this thing is amazing, ladies. I think I shared a picture. I don't remember where I shared it. I was using what is that bundle called? Lifetime of Love. Lifetime of Love. See these dies here? These really thin ones? Well, I put adhesive sheet on that, which is a good idea when you're using those dies. Then I put it on vellum, and then I wanted to put it on a card front. So I had to put glue right where the really thin die cut parts are. And this bottle worked amazingly. I was so impressed. So you can probably see how thin I'm able to get. And I am squeezing quite heavily. So it's not like you have to be really careful. You can squeeze away. And this is amazing. See, I'm even getting it down the stem without having to do it on top of my silicone mat. And then you put this little tip on, this little tip protector, and it seals it shut. So you don't have to clean out that tip. I've been using this now for a week, and I haven't, other than doing this with it because it gets glue on the outside, I haven't had to deal with clogged tip. Still working on it. Okay, so I'm going to put those off to the side so I don't stick my... Oh, I'll show you how thin I was able to get that glue on there. You see how thin that glue is? Look at that. Amazing. So if you live locally, I have them for sale because I bought 48 of them. They're $1 a piece. I was told you can get them in Dollar Tree. I have not gone up to find out. Just saying, because I haven't been shopping. I've been in my craft room creating. I've created over 40 cards with new stuff from the catalog for my catalog launch next week. And all my classes in February, my club. I've been having so much fun because I wasn't busy doing other stuff. So I had a lot of creativity time. There we go. So that's just going flat on my card front. Now, these are going to get like this, and I doubled them up. I'll show you that much. So just line up those edge pieces, and I doubled it up. And then this goes here. So the vellum ones are over this way. The purple one is over that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a little bit of Stamp and Seal to one, but only on the left-hand side because I have to be able to cover that up with... Now, where did I overlap it? How many? I have to figure out how many dits I overlapped it. Okay, it was 3. So I'm lining those up like that. And you can see the adhesive there, but it's going to be covered up by this one, so it doesn't matter. As long as you don't put it on the right-hand side, you're good to go. Okay, so now this is going to go down flat. And I'm going to add Stamp and Seal on the back where that purple is going to go. And I'm going to put this over towards the right-hand side of it. So who is coming to my in-person or virtual catalog launch party happening on Tuesday? See, that's going to go there. And then I'm going to use the ribbon to cover up those seams there. So let's get stamping done on this. I'm using Versamark and white embossing powder. Oh, I got them both ready to go here. Get my stamp. Oh, good. Pat's coming to the in-person one. There's a make and take kit. If you live out of town, you can ask me to provide you with a make and take kit for a calendar using the Flight and Airy designer paper. Oh my gosh, that stuff is stunning. I'll show it to you. So this is what we're going to be making at my catalog launch party. Look at how pretty that is. So cute. Okay, Versamark white embossing powder. Just lay that over top, knock it off, and then I turn it over. There we go. Get rid of any outliers there. Close the lid. Can't tell you how many times I've put this on before I closed that lid and got embossing powder everywhere. Norma's coming. Who's that T? Oh, yep, Nadine. Good. You're going to come to the virtual one. Okay. My heat gun on. When you're doing this, don't flip your heat gun around like that because you could burn out your elements inside. So just hold it steady like that until you can see it start to go shiny. And then I just walk it across the image. And as long as the embossing powder is not turning glossy when you've got it held still, it's not warm enough to cook your cardstock. Okay, so there we go. We have that. Now, I'm going to put dimensionals on each corner. Not in the middle, because I have to put the die cuts on there first. Okay, now I'm going to take some glue dots. And first glue dot is going to hold it together like that. So I need to put one in between there. Do you guys do this with your glue dots? Do you wrap ribbon around your glue dots so they don't unwind themselves? I learned that many, many, many years ago. When I go to Stamping Up events, it doesn't matter whether they're a Stamping Up event or they're a demonstrator Stamping Up event, I always come home with aha moments. And that was an aha moment at one of our Stamping Up events. Okay, so I'm going to put it like that. And you can see how it's going to be over top of those two seams there where the vellum is put together. So I am going to put one glue dot underneath there, and then one glue dot underneath the middle, that one, and one glue dot underneath the middle of that one. And then we'll put it on and see if I need more glue dots. So this one is going to go like this, and I'm going to have to cut that excess off because I gave it lots of length. So there we are. And then this is going to go on here like that. Perfect. Okay. And I think it's fine. I don't think I need it. But the next step is to put, oh, thank you, Facebook user, whoever you are. Oh, hi, Lena. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to put these on. Just lay it down there. And that glue is all dry. So it's just going to go over top of the ribbon like that. And then this is going to go on there like that. Now I can put two more dimensionals in the center here. Now that I've got that on, excuse me, I've got a sneeze happening. Some things don't ever change. Oh my, pardon me. Oh, good, Carmen. Yes, put the ribbon onto your glue dots, not your glue dots onto your ribbon. Okay, now this is going to go on. So when I made the original one, I had to take it apart a couple of times because I changed my mind about a few things. And adding this was one of the things I changed my mind about. And then I really regretted having dimensionals in the middle. Okay, so this is going to go there. Now let me make sure that it's straight, because that was another thing, was getting it straight. There we go. What do you think? We're getting there, right? Get my ribbon scissors. This ribbon tends to fray a bit. So if you're not into frayed ribbon, don't use this one. They used in the catalog, well, I think I'm going to cut this way. In the catalog, they used the real red and burlap ribbon, but I don't have that one. Now, if your ribbon pokes up, just stick another glue dot underneath it, and it will be fine. Now, butterflies. Where did I put yon butterflies? Now, tell me, whoops, is this butterfly too big? I'm thinking it is. And then this butterfly is even bigger. So I don't think I'll use it either. Oh, look at that. I bent his antler. Oops, antenna. Yep, did you know butterflies have antlers? Okay, let's just put those in there, and I'm going to get out another sheet because you get 8 sheets, so you get 40 butterflies to play with. And do I want to do a sideways like this one is, or a frontal? You guys choose which one you want me to use. There's the front one, and there's the sideways one. Which one do you think looks better on that? Now, you guys haven't said, but do you want me to show you what I mean about using the blending brush and creating a background? Keep that one out. Side, front, 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 side. So we have 3 fronts and 2 sides. All right. I'm going to stick some purple fine shimmer. And I'm going to use the berry burst ones. Uh-oh, I forgot to put my phone on do not disturb, so it's going to make. Sorry, I'm just ignoring that. Hubby will pick it up. Okay, we'll put those fine shimmer. Now they're in berry burst and gorgeous grape and Highland heather. Are those not gorgeous? Look at how sparkly. They're faceted. Oh, I love them. As you can tell, that's my second package already. Okay, let's go back up and see. Back up to the top. We have side, front, 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 side, front. Show the silhouette, side. I think the front has won. Okay, I'm going to get some glue onto the front. Now, which side do I want? You know when it's laser cut, you get brown edges on one side? I think I'll use that side. Now you have to be really careful because of the antenna, not antlers, antenna. And I'm going to put some glue on the butterfly with my handy dandy little doohickey thing here. And partway up the antenna. See, I can even do it thin enough to get on that antenna. That is just freaking amazing. Okay. And somebody did ask to see the silhouette thing, so I will do that. Okay, and we'll put the butterfly on there, and then we'll stamp the inside. There we go. I should have left that to dry because it overshot a little bit of that glue, but look at that. Okay, now let's get the inside of the envelope done. First of all, grab a stamping paper. Get rid of some stuff out of my way. And the card is oriented this way, and I like to stamp sideways. So I'm going to start with Gorgeous Grape. Because when I'm double stamping like this, I like to start with the darker color. It is easier to see underneath when you're stamping a light color over top of a dark color. So I'm going to do 1 and then 2. So that's the Gorgeous Grape part. And the envelope. Same thing. 1 and then 2. So that was Gorgeous Grape. What a good idea. Who is that smart Facebook user? Nadine says, if you place a rubber band around the bottle, you can put the lid tail under it when you are using it and it's out of your way and you don't have to hold it. See, put a rubber band around there. Yep, that's why we do these things. Remember I said aha moments? That's one of those aha moments. Okay, I have Highland Heather out and the other part of that flower. And we're going to stamp over top of the Gorgeous Grape. Now, if you're OCD, be forewarned, this does not line up exactly. So you kind of have to let it go if you're OCD. There it is. So what was I doing? I was checking, my luggage allowance for my trip to Houston, Texas in March, and discovered 71 days till I go to Houston for Stamping Up's on stage. And I am so excited. Okay, and I don't know where this is going to go. I'll just stick it right there. There we go. Now, don't forget, I have 2 cards to show you too. And I will show you what I mean about a silhouette, coloring the butterfly on a piece of white cardstock so you can use it for a card front. And we'll just pop this in here. Now, I could have colored that butterfly, but I like the stark white up against the Gorgeous Grape. That's why I left it like that. There we go. There's the cards with the side butterfly and the front butterfly. Aren't those cool? Now, last thing is to add a wink of Stella to the flowers, the die cuts. And you can add it every once in a while to the designer paper as well. Just to add a little bit of blingy, blingy, bling, bling. There's butterflies on there too. They're hidden and on the butterfly. Just like that. So the person on the telephone call is I guess she's a cousin, but she's my grandmother's era. So she's in that ancestor level. And she's the only one left from my grandmother's level of family. And she phones every Christmas. And it's so nice to hear from Marcy in Nelson. So there we go. There's our card. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. So do you want to see the other 2 cards? Cannot have too much wink of Stella. Thank you, ladies. You're very kind. Pat loves Winky. Okay. Now, the other two cards. So I did case people because I love these cards so much. So this one I cased from Amy Cohender's. Look at this. It is so clean and so pretty. There's that flower again. Stamped 3 of them and die cut them. Added some old olive stem in there. A little bit of linen thread, which is Shanna's favorite embellishment to use. This stamp, these butterfly stamps, are part of the Painted Lavender stamp set. And the sentiment is part of the Perennial Postage. So many P's. And then there's the inside. Isn't that pretty? I just love how clean and simple that one. Well, it's not simple. Clean and white. And this one I cased from Linda Dalkey in Australia. It also has linen thread on it. There's that die cut we used, a bit of vellum. This is the Perennial Lavender designer paper. And there's not another layer on here. This is just all done on the card front, including the stamping. Now that stamp comes from, hang on, Stippled Roses, which is another new bundle in the catalog. And there's the inside. I just did it the same. It looks intricate, but it's very simple. And I did forget to tell you that the embossing folder, can you see that embossing folder in the background there? That's part of the Softly Sophisticated bundle that you can get for free during celebration. I love it. It's really pretty. And now I want to take this and emboss it and then use a blending brush and see if I can add color to it. So there's the 3 cards. Now, let me grab some basic white cardstock. And what color would you like me to use to do the butterflies? The butterfly in the background. I'll try and do 3. We'll do 1 there. We'll do 1 down here. And then we'll do 1 over there. Do you want me to use the purples, seeing as I have them out? I have Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. Okay. I'm reaching for my blending brush. See, I did keep my Tombow because it's not finished yet. So I stuck it in here because you know I have my other bottle in my Tombow holder. And instead of walking to the other side of my room and getting another Tombow holder, I just popped it in there. So let's go with this one, and then I'll grab a little one. All right, and we'll start. Oh, that won't work. That's blocking my light. Sorry, get my shoulder in the way there. We'll start off with Highland Heather. Nope, don't close it. Leave it open so I can use my lid. My blending brush application has changed so much since I started using the lid of my ink pad because you don't have the blotches anymore. Okay, so I'm holding this in place where I want it, and I have to be very careful about the antenna. And I'm just going over top. And when I head for where the antenna are, I'm going to just go like this so I'm not going against the grain of the antenna. And I'm trying to hold it still and use out past the edges of this is going to be, it's like a mask. And then, of course, I'd spend time to make it pretty, the rest of the background too. Now, I don't want to lift this and show you what it's doing because I need to keep it in place because I'm going to add some Gorgeous Grape now. Hi, Marie. Marie says, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope everyone will be blessed with good health, much happiness, and a lot of crafting. Yeah, crafting. Yay, crafting. Oh, I moved. Darn, I should have opened this before. Okay, now I got to put this back in place again. Come on. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Add a little bit of gorgeous grape right in the middle. Just like that. Now, I'm thinking if I add Wink of Stella now, I can get it into some of the holes. And it will only be in the holes. Not doing all of it, but you could. Okay, you ready for the big reveal? Look. And of course, if you were doing this to use on a card, you would definitely want to make sure you do it a little bit better than I just did. But then you would just, you could take another, so I have one purple butterfly here. See, it's already colored, ready to go. And you could take one of the other ones in the package, or just move it and do again. So this is, what color did I get here? Highland Heather. I'll get a little bit of ink in there. And we'll just do this again. And I'm being careful not to go over top of the white part of that butterfly. So have you guys done this before with die cuts? Have you done like a silhouette background? I used to do this quite a bit with die cuts on envelopes and on the inside, because you can really do some cool stuff, and used a couple of colors. I did it a few times with Forever Fern. Okay, now take my little one, get some gorgeous grape on there, and we'll just put gorgeous grape right in the middle. Like that. And then we'll just take Wink of Stella, and we'll put some Winky in there. And we take that off, and then we have another butterfly in the background. And then you could take and build your card right on top of this. Use some vellum die cuts, layer it onto a gorgeous grape card base. Let me just turn this one over so you can see. Layer that on a gorgeous grape card base, like that. And maybe put a few of those die cuts in there, and have your put one of these on, a couple of these that we used on the first card, like this. And then you go back and use the die cut again. Put it, oh, that one's too big, so go the next size down. Put a die cut there like that. And put your sentiment in there, add your butterfly on the top, and there you go, you've got a card. Isn't that amazing? Have you guys got time? Do you want me to build the card like for this? I don't mind. I have time. Got the background done already. Just have to grab the cardstock. So I need gorgeous grape and vellum and white. Okay, we're getting there. Gorgeous grape. And I'm going to cut a card base. There we go. Now, shall I leave it with just the 2 butterflies on there, or do you want me to do a silhouette of a 3rd butterfly? Okay, this is going to go on here like this. And I think I'll use a Highland Heather as well. Grab some of that. See if I have a hump that's long enough for that die cut. Yep. And then a piece of gorgeous grape for this die cut. And this is going to be in white. Just 2, and Marie says just 2, and somebody says a 3rd one. So let me get this done and we'll see what it looks like. So I'm going to do these die cuts. Hang on. 1, 2, and 3. And run that through the machine. That. The little things stuck to my plates. 1, and there's 2. Okay, I have 3 votes for 2 and 1 vote for a 3rd one. So 2 it is. I'm going to put these dies back though, because otherwise I'll have issues with it running away and even losing them. So there's that one. This die goes on there. And this die is stuck in there. There we go. That goes back in there. Got it. Now I'm thinking maybe I should have done this in Old Olive to add a bit of color. We might have to add more color. So that and this, like that. And then this over there like that. And our butterfly go on the edge like that. There. So another butterfly down here, or just leave it, because we do cover up quite a bit of that. Now, while you're deciding, I'm going to put the glue on the back of the die cuts. Would have been smart if I had to put adhesive sheet, but you know, I didn't. But this will give me a chance to try out the idea Nadine had to put an elastic band on there. Look at that. Look at how easy that is. Oh, Nadine, you're so smart. And I'm going to get some glue down the center. Right. 1 and 2. Oh my. This little bottle is so amazing. I would have been able to do this with the Tombow, but I would have had to take a lot more time, be a little bit more careful. This, you can just wing it on there. There we go. And get some on body of butterfly. So we can put it on as well. There we go. Leave it and add bling. Oh yes, can do that. Could lightly sponge in that one corner or maybe just a bit on a wing. 3 would be too much, like the 2. Okay. Now, what Janet said was, let's get these out of the way before I get glue everywhere. Janet says was just maybe just a wing, but of course now I've got adhesive sheet or adhesive on that. I could do like just a bit of a wing down there in the corner, like that. So here's option number 1 is to do another piece down there. Where's my sentiment piece? So this is gonna go there, and then there'd be a wing down here. Or the alternative to that is stamp some little butterflies down there, or maybe some flowers. Could stamp those little butterflies in there. We'll see what it looks like when we get it all assembled. How about that? Okay. Now, going to stamp a sentiment on here. And yeah, that one will work. And I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. Maybe here is where we can introduce some color other than purple. How about if we do that in Pretty Peacock? Because that's one of the colors in the designer paper. Not necessary to add more, says Facebook user. Oh, okay. I'm going to stamp the sentiment in Pretty Peacock at the bottom. That. Okay. Somebody likes a monochromatic look. So if we get that sentiment laid on there and you guys don't like that color, I can always cut another one. And we're just going to lay our front on flat onto our cardstock like that. And then this one will go in here. And then this one will go like about there. And this one will go in the center. Let's move it right up to the very top. Okay. Do you like the Pretty Peacock on there? There's our butterfly. It's going to go over there. Now, this butterfly is pretty big, and I think it's going to, that sentiment is too big. Because if I put it on top of that sentiment, it's going to cover up that, almost that entire thing there. There. What do you think? Yes? No? Or put it down further? Let's see if we can lift this one up a bit. So what I like about Tombow when you let it dry is it becomes glue dots, and they're movable glue dots. So I should be able to just pull that right up. See what happens when I get cards put together. I always take them apart. I'm going to put that up further. Okay, first of all, let's start with a glue eraser. Carmen says no. No to what, Carmen? Put the sentiment down more. Put that up higher. Please. Hang on. I don't like that where that sentiment is. It needs to go this way. Put that there. Oh, to the butterfly on top. There. That's better. See, I raised those a bit, so now you can see them. And I'll put this, as long as you don't mind the pretty peacock, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on those antenna, part of the antenna, not all the way. Come on. Man, I can't get over how thin I can make that glue. Butterfly too big. Sentiment down more, then add die cut flowers to corner of sentiment. Nope, I'm using the butterfly. Sorry, whoever that is, I'm using the butterfly. You could definitely do all sorts of different stuff. Use a smaller butterfly. Put flowers in there instead of the butterfly. But this one is going to be like this because I've been on here an hour and it's just about time to say goodnight. So this is going to go on here like that. Is it straight? Yes, it is. Then we're going to take our butterfly and we're going to put the butterfly right here. That. Now, I could take a little bit of dimensional and put them underneath strategic spots, and I will do that, but I'm not going to take the time right now to do it. I like the purple better for the sentiment. Oh, too late. Whoever that is, I'm sorry. Should have spoke up. Or did I miss it? Okay. We'll put one down here like this. And then we'll put a little one there. And we'll put one more little one over. Where do we put the other little one? Oh, yes, right there. There, that fills up that bottom corner. Marie's been using the glue bottle forever. Lucky you. I thought, I don't need that. Guess what? I should have gotten it before. Okay, inside an envelope. Oh, that's such a pretty card. See how easy it is to create with this suite? And I didn't even use any of the paper. No designer paper was cut creating this card. I'm going to do the inside though. What else have we got in here for? We could use the lavender or part of the lavender. And I'll do it in Highland Heather instead of Gorgeous Grape. Yes, Nadine, thank you for the tip about the elastic. Oops, I just put that in with the chocolates. That's not where that goes. Good Lord, Mullet. Okay, it's gone. Okay, we're going to put some lavender. There's so many different parts of lavender. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to add some more. Just, no, hang on. Do that. And then do that. There we go. That's better. Okay, envelope. So when I do this, when I'm using a half stamp, I can't just move it and stamp again because if you can see, I don't know how am I going to show that there. Because see how dark it is there on the left-hand side and at the bottom? Because I didn't use the ink on there. So if you're going to do the stamping again and do a second generation, re-ink it and stamp it off and then do it. So you don't get that light and dark line on your card. Unless you like that light and dark line. I shouldn't be judgmental like that. So I will be live again on Thursday night at 7 o'clock in my VIP group. Going to be doing a fun fold with you. I hope you can make it. And there we go. That card is done. There's this card that we did, and the 2 cards that I cased from Amy Coenders and Linda Dulkey. A plethora of lavender. And funny enough, I don't like the smell of lavender. I don't particularly like it in a garden either, which is really weird. I know. It is a gorgeous flower in the garden. I don't like real lavender. I don't like lavender oil. I don't like the smell of lavender at all. You're very welcome. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for watching. If you're catching this on my YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel right down there, that red button. You're very welcome, Janet. The 4 cards are gorgeous. I love making them. Yes. Headache. I agree, Nadine. But a lot of people like lavender, and that's fine. And it's a gorgeous plant that makes wonderful cards. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I hope you'll come back in my VIP group on Thursday at 7 o'clock Pacific time for another fun fold, the first one of 2024. Thanks so much, and don't forget, registration is open now for the Creative Escape. It's $80 a person, just for the basics. If you live outside Canada, yes, you can come. We have a tutorial-only option for you. You will prep all the kits to go with the PDF that I sent you with all the measurements, and then you can come and join us on the 25th from 10 to 4 Pacific time and stamp the cards with us, or you can make them all with the exclusive video tutorials. Thanks so much, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stamp and smiles. Bye for now.